Hi folks, Stefan again. This is a new lesson that we're going to do. It's basically explaining the cascade of the cascading style sheets. Okay, so what I have here is a basic HTML file. This is kind of a direct continuation from what we have been doing so far. What I'm going to do in this lesson is pretty much explain how style sheets work, how they go through the HTML page, or how the browser treats them when it opens them up, and also what different kind of styles take precedence over others. Okay, because sometimes you can apply one style on top of another if you want to. So what we'll just do very quickly is let's look at the behind this page, at the mechanics of this page. Okay, it's just very simple compared to what we, continuation of what we were doing before. Okay, so as I said before, I'd like us to get into the habit of going into the split view and really seeing how our file is made. So we can see here it's a HTML document. There's the header, the title. We should have a title in there. Okay, here's the head. We have a body, and we have a div. ID equals header. Well, let's have a look at that. So get into the habit of selecting things this way also. By coming down to the body, for example. Let's see the head. There it is down there, header. By selecting these tags here, it's a good idea because it shows you in the code exactly what part we're looking at. So we have a header, there's the open of the div, and there's the closing. In that div, we have a H1 tag that says IAC training, blah, 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 blah. Now, what I did was I started putting in my classes already because I want this bit where it says Stefan. I should put a little space in between there because it looks quite close there. I did that for a reason, but at the moment we'll put in a space there. You can see it coming out. I put a span across this text here just to make it stand out. I knew what it was going to look like beforehand because I've done this exercise. Sometimes when you're working in your designs, you won't have these little bits here. You'll apply them afterwards. So you might put the things in divs first, then start writing the classes in CSS and then applying them. It doesn't matter which order you put them in, really. I mean, I put this in here without knowing what it's going to look like. All I know is that I'm going to put a class in called important and that it's going to look different. I've put that in a couple of other places as well. I've also got a H1 tag. I've got my lorem ipsum text, and you can see here I've got a, oh, let's go into .iel, that doesn't exist. That's going to a link. This is a link. There's my opening of the link. There's the text, and there's the closing of the link. Okay, so when CSS and HTML, when HTML pages see this here, they know that it's a link. It's a reference to a web page. We've got the greater than tag, meaning that this href tag is being closed. Then we've got the text that is going to be a link. Okay, you can see it over here. This is a link, and then that link is closing. Okay, so for example, if I moved that, I've just Control-C, Control-X, copied it there, and if I move that to beyond survived and pasted it there, that means that it has survived will also be part of the link too. Let's have a look. Okay, so that's how links work. I know that you've gone over these already, but it's no hard to do it again. So I'm just going to undo that. So I'll press Control-Z or Command-Z on my Mac, and this A will jump after this full stop. Okay. I've put in some strong text. I put in another span, another class, not a span class, which is called important. And that's here. This is important text, and that's in a list. This is a UL, meaning an unordered list. I've also got a H2, sorry, I'm going a bit backwards here. There's the closing of the unordered list, a H3, and then an OL, which I'm sure you're guessing is an ordered list. And the difference between one and the other, one is ordered, hence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other isn't ordered, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just buttons. We have another link. just kind of secondary text. I'm putting it in a paragraph tag. We have another div, which is a sidebar, a h2, a p tag, and that's pretty much it. Another ordered list, another div called a footer, closing the div, closing the body, closing the HTML, and that's it there. So let's have a look at the preview in Safari. That's it. Sorry if I'm moving around a little quickly, but we've seen this kind of thing before. We've done this before. So if you could go ahead and get started doing that, then we can move on to the next section. So thank you.